What if I told you the fate of an entire ancient empire rested on the shoulders of one woman, a queen who captivated the most powerful men in history only to witness her entire kingdom crumble? Meet Cleopatra. Was she a cunning strategist, a tragic romantic, or the last symbol of a dying world? Stick around because this story of ambition, betrayal, and an empire's downfall is more gripping than any Hollywood movie. Let's rewind to 51 BCE. Egypt, once the breadbasket of the Mediterranean, was in trouble. The Ptolemaic dynasty, which Cleopatra was part of, ruled this land like Greek monarchs playing Pharaoh dress up. Sure, they spoke Egyptian to impress the locals, but in the palace, it was all Greek to them. And Cleopatra? She was different. She actually learned the Egyptian language and presented herself as the reincarnation of Isis, the goddess of motherhood and magic. Smart move, right? Her people loved her, but her family? Not so much. You see, the Ptolemaic dynasty had this quirky little tradition of marrying their siblings to keep the bloodline pure. And by quirky, I mean deeply problematic. Fast forward to 48 BCE. Cleopatra's little brother Ptolemy XIII decides he's not into sharing the throne with his big sis anymore. Cleopatra gets kicked out of Alexandria, but does she cry about it? Nope. She stages the ultimate comeback. When Julius Caesar, the most powerful man in Rome, visits Egypt, Cleopatra sneaks into his palace rolled up in a rug. That's right, a rug. Talk about making an entrance. Caesar was so impressed, or let's be real, smitten, that he helps Cleopatra defeat her brother in a civil war. Spoiler alert, Ptolemy XIII drowned in the Nile during the fighting. Cleopatra reclaims her throne and even has a son with Caesar named Caesarion. Nice name, Cleo. But wait, did this alliance actually save Egypt? Not really. Rome was eyeing Egypt's wealth like a cat staring its mouse. Cleopatra knew she had to keep Rome's favor to survive. Unfortunately, after Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE, things got complicated. Enter Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal general and Cleopatra's next romantic partner. The two meet and boom, sparks fly. Cleopatra throws this lavish banquet for Antony, complete with gold-plated everything and wine flowing like the Nile itself. Antony was head over heels, but their relationship wasn't just romance, it was strategy. Cleopatra needed Antony to keep Rome off her back, and Antony needed Egypt's wealth to fund his wars. Talk about a power couple, or a power struggle, really depends on how you look at it. Of course, not everyone in Rome was shipping Cleopatra and Antony. Octavian, Caesar's heir, and Antony's political rival used their relationship as propaganda. He painted Cleopatra as a scheming foreign queen manipulating Antony. Think of it as ancient Rome's version of a political rugged campaign. In 31 BCE, Octavian declares war and Cleopatra and Antony face off against him at the Battle of Actium. Spoiler, it did not go well for them. Their fleet is destroyed and the couple retreats back to Alexandria. And here's where things get Shakespearean. Antony, hearing false rumors that Cleopatra is dead, stabs himself with his sword. Cleopatra, devastated, attempts to negotiate with Octavian, but when it becomes clear that he plans to parade her as a trophy in his triumph back in Rome, she takes matters into her own hands. The legend says Cleopatra used a venomous asp, which is a snake, to end her life. Though historians debate this. Was it poison? Was it snake? Either way, with her death, Egypt fell to Rome and Caesarion was executed. Egypt's era as an independent kingdom ended and it became just another province of the Roman Empire. So, was Cleopatra a seductress a strategist, or a tragic figure caught in the tides of history? Maybe she was all three. But one thing's for sure, her story has captivated the world for over 2000 years. Now, do you want more stories like this? Hit that subscribe button to Windows of Yesterday. It's practically free and it helps us keep creating content that makes history come alive. And who knows, your click might just save us from being forgotten, unlike poor Ptolemy the 13th. Until the next video, this is Windows of Yesterday signing off.